Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So I've been kind of craving apple pie for quite a while. If you live in Korea, you'll understand the abomination that they call apple pie. They tend to make these like pastry things and they put apple jam in it and then they call that an apple pie. So every time you go to a bakery, that's what they sell with the label apple pie. And it's like, I feel personally offended by that. That is not acceptable. That's not a pie and that's not apple. It's just, I can't. Anyway, gotta calm down about these things. I get really passionate about when like all these foods that they do wrong here. Anyway, I've been kind of hesitant to make it for a while. Like I made, maybe in like around December, I made a apple custard pie and I had to make the pastry from scratch and that took like 4 hours. It was really, really long process. And I kind of just wished I could have just like had some like pre-made pastry just to make my life easier and faster, but you can't really find that in the supermarkets here. But then recently I found that you can buy it online, so I bought some frozen pastry online and I'm gonna try it out and hopefully it works out really well. The other thing is I was gonna use the regular apples, it's kind of like a Fuji apple that they have in Korea, but they're like a lot bigger. But the regular apple that's normally recommended, the green apples, they're very, very hard to come by. But suddenly, like I think yesterday or 2 days ago, they suddenly became the most common apple in my local supermarket. So I bought like a bunch of these green apples. I kind of hate that they're all like individually packed, but for some reason it's a lot cheaper to buy them individually packed like this than buying like a bag of them, which is strange. But anyway, I'm so thankful to have the green apples. I don't know if I got enough. I only got 5. Hopefully it's enough because I'm not planning to make a giant apple pie, but I'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing in a time lapse, so you should, hopefully for you guys it'll only take a few seconds, but for me it's gonna probably be like most of the night. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so I'll get started cutting the apples and then I'll just continue on from there. Okay, so I ended up cutting all the apples. I feel like I didn't actually check my pan that I'm going to be using. So I'm actually going to be using this really small one because I don't think I'm going to be sharing this pie as much as I should be. I feel like I've been giving too many baked goods to my coworkers these days. So I think I'm just going to keep this one for myself. I'll just have it for dinner tomorrow or something. So this one's pretty small and I have a lot of apples. So what I decided to do, I cut them all up without thinking. I cut them a bit smaller than what I did in the video you just saw. I just put some sugar on it and some cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff to like make the juices come out and whatever. Normally I don't cook my apples when I make apple pie. I usually just put it in raw and then let the oven do its job. But I've been reading a lot of recipes and some of them say put it in raw, some of them say like cook them first. The conclusion that I've came to is that you should cook it a little bit because it has, I forgot what their exact wording was, but it has some effect that makes the crust better. So I'm gonna cook it for just like 10 minutes or something, 5 to 10 minutes. Like I just want it to get slightly soft, but I don't want it to get like fully cooked. So especially I just want like the juices to come out a bit and whatever. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use it as much as I need. And then, yeah, I'll use as much as I need. And then the rest I'll use for my next apple pie. I'll probably just make another apple pie in a few days. I'll just have pie for the rest of the week or whatever. You know, who cares? That's what this year's come to, just having pie for every meal. Okay, so the apples are done. They look and smell really good. I tried a few pieces and I'm actually really glad about these green apples that appeared because they actually have the right flavor for apple pies, I think. I was actually okay using any apples. Like apple pie is apple pie, but you know, having the right apples gets you that slightly more authentic taste, I guess, because it's not like 100% the exact apple that is usually used, but it's so close, and that's all I can ask for while I'm over here. And the next thing is like I have to like roll out the pastry and put it into the pan. So I'm actually kind of nervous about doing this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Like one thing I'm thinking is maybe I should cut out like a circle and then cut out the edges, and then, but I don't think that's gonna work that well. So one thing I'm thinking is I'm gonna make it like flatten the pastry a bit and then like just put it in and then kind of just try to fold it to the shape of the outside. I'm not sure. I oiled it so that it won't stick. But then the other thing I'm thinking is maybe I should like put some parchment paper in there and then I can just like pick it up when it's done. Honestly, I don't know. I want to do the parchment thing, but it's not gonna like stay in there it's not gonna easily stay in there. Maybe I should just try it just to be safe, because I want to be able to take this out and like enjoy it properly. I don't want to like cut it out of this thing. I'll just try the parchment paper thing. If it fails, I'll throw away the parchment paper and just oil this again. Okay, so I don't have the mic in, but you can kind of see what it turned into. It's not the worst looking thing. I feel like I did make a lot of mistakes because that pastry was really weird. Okay, I'm gonna put this down while I keep talking. This pastry was so hard to work with. It's like, I don't know, it's like these sheets, but they don't stretch out very far. So I tried to pile more in together, but then they still didn't stretch very far. So then I just kind of gave up and just put it in. And then it didn't reach to the sides fully, so I cut some into strips. And then I tried to like what do you call it, like kind of band-aid the sides that didn't have covering. And then I tried to make a lattice on top. But then they wouldn't like join together with the sides, and it was just a mess. So it ended up being like this. I feel like I could have done something different to make this turn out better. I mean, I feel like it's still gonna taste good and it still looks pretty decent. It's just not like how I'd 100% want it to be. I really want to make it like more presentable, but I feel like this pastry that I bought, I feel like it's gonna be better for making like pastries, just like making pastries, not for making pies. Or maybe like mini pies. Maybe I should do some mini pies. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to eat this, but you have to leave it for a few hours, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because I don't think it's gonna cool down in time before I go to bed. It's like, what time is it? It's like around 9. It's around 9 at the moment. So I'm not sure what to do. So I really want to eat it like right now, but I know right now it's like a bowl of lava. And I don't want to have to wait until tomorrow. Unless I do just wait until tomorrow, even though I really don't want to. But I know it's gonna be the best if I just leave it overnight. Should I do that? No, I want to eat it right now so bad. I think for once in my life I should be a responsible adult. And I should put this in the fridge and have it tomorrow. Okay everyone, it's the next day. I've been waiting all day to come home and like eat this. I even took the stairs on the way home today just to be able to prepare myself a bit more for this. Looking at it now, it seems to have sunken a little bit. It still looks pretty decent. It's still kind of ugly, but it still looks pretty decent. My only concern is about getting it out of this thing. I hope I can. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to eat it out of this thing, but we'll see. Originally I wanted to like heat this up and put some like vanilla ice cream with it, but I've been spending way too much money these days. Like I feel like every day I'm like spending like 20,000 won a day or something, and I don't need to be spending that much money. And also I've been just eating a lot these days, so I think like I need to just calm down with the amount of stuff I'm consuming, especially since I want to eat like all of this. I mean, I'm probably not gonna eat it all now, but I'm gonna eat it over this weekend, I guess. Anyway, I'm really excited to eat this. First thing I'm going to try to do is try to get it out. I'm going to try to get it onto this plate. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful with this. Okay. I hope it just slides out. No. It's gonna take more work. Come on. I have no idea. Come on, gravity. Oh my gosh! It came out! And the bottom is actually really beautiful. Oh, it smells amazing. Look at it, it's so rounded and perfect looking on the sides, even though I messed it up so bad. It actually looks really decent. And the bottom's actually really buttery, which I'm actually really glad about. But oh my gosh, look at this thing I made out of this really weird, uncomfortable pastry. Anyway, I'm gonna take some pictures of this before I start cutting it up. Okay, so let's try and cut it up. I'm thinking I might cut this into quarters. That might be the best way. I actually feel really proud of myself for like actually waiting a whole day before eating this. It's the first time I've done that in my life. Oh my gosh, this cross section. Look at that. Damn. I feel so proud of myself. Okay, I kind of just want to like bite into this like a burger, but let's not do that. Let's try to slice it up again and then actually heat it up. Actually, I don't know, should I have a cold? I feel like it could be nice cold, but at the same time, like it's usually got to be hot. I don't know. I'll get another plate for this. Okay, so I don't know, it's not as saucy as I expected it to be, but hopefully it still tastes right. Maybe I should switch the camera up. Okay, so I'm not sure how to get like the best bite out of this. I might try to get a bite that has like a thicker part of the pastry and a lot of apples on it. Oh my gosh. Okay, the pastry's a bit tough. This is kind of a mess to eat. It's like, it's falling apart. Just let me eat you. Freaking gosh, it's like, oh, it's like fully like falling apart. It's such a mess. Okay, here's a piece. It's weird, like, kind of tastes like a healthier version of an apple pie. Like, you know when you get like a diet version of things or like the healthy version of things, you can taste when they have like less sugar in them and when they have like alternative ingredients. It kind of tastes like that. But I think that's my fault because I didn't actually measure any of the ingredients. I kind of just guessed. I barely even tasted the ingredients too, so I don't think I put as much sugar as you generally put in. It's okay, as I kind of do like it this way. But one thing I'm really shocked by is the this pastry that I had a lot of trouble with. It actually tastes really good. Like, I'm really shocked how good this pastry is. Like, it's so buttery. It's really soft. The only issue is that it's kind of it got kind of soggy. I don't know, cause like I can't really cut it with the fork, and I used the knife, and then even the knife I had to like put all my effort into it. Maybe if I eat it cold, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have more of this after, like off camera, but I'm actually surprised. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I should do. Like maybe I should try and make like cupcake sized apple pies. Because that pastry is actually really good. It's just really hard to work with on larger things. Unless I can find like a larger size of the same pastry. Because it's like, that's the only issue, is just the size of it. This isn't a failure, I feel, but it's also not a success. It's just like, I like the result, but it's not the result that I wanted. Even though it is still pretty good, and I'm still gonna eat it all happily. Yeah, so I think that's it for this apple pie video. Yeah, I'll try it again in the future. Yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.